introduce yourself and your team first.
So we are a Project Scorpio. We are a team. We are a rover team from Poland, from Wroclaw University of Science and Technology.
My name is Zofia Stobukowska. I'm the team principal, and this is.
My name is Konrad Arendt, and I'm project manager of Project Scorpio.
Perfect. So you won 2 awards today. One of them is material selection, and the other one is the first place, like being the literal winner. How are you feeling?
I think it's a great feeling. It's a big surprise because we don't expect that high score before the competition. So yeah, we are very surprised and we are very happy of that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big reward for all the work we are doing, especially the boys during the nights and long nights, believe me, because they spend the nights at the lab at 7 a.m. and little to no sleep before the competition. So it's a big award for us for all the hard work we did through the years, especially after the pandemic when everyone is new and no one has ever been to the competition this big.
Did you expect to win any of these awards? Like, what were your expectations?
To be honest, we didn't, especially the material selection, because it was a very last minute thing. We were focused on the mission 4, the science mission, and when we were here preparing for the award ceremony, one of the judges came to us and asked if we want to take part in it, and at first we were very skeptic, but
take part in Challenge to Shine.
Yeah, we didn't know whether we wanted to take part or not, because we were so focused on the main mission. And to be honest, it was very last minute thing. We weren't prepared for that, so it was mostly the experience of some of our older members, and we were very happy with that.
Yeah.
So, why do you think you won these awards? What was the aspect of your team that made it possible for you to win?
A little bit of everything: experience, hard work, and definitely the team structure, our chemistry between the team members, because we worked together very well and we knew what we are doing when we came here, and we knew what we came here for. So it's the main reason, in my opinion.
Yes, I think the same. The hard working and the chemistry was the main reason to success.
And which mission do you think made it possible for you to win? Which was your strongest mission?
According to the scores, we think the biggest breakthrough was the autonomous mission, because we scored pretty well compared to other teams, even though we had some troubles with communication. So we could have scored much better. Yeah. But after all, we still had the best score, except for with Rover Ova. So we think it was the breakthrough that we needed to point well.
Can you tell me more about the autonomous mission? Because you didn't actually move the rover at all, and I would like to know more about how you did it, how you made it possible.
We actually had autonomy. It was working, it was written. But because of the communication jamming and all the antennas around, it was impossible for us to connect safely to rover. However, we had also written a script to read the Bluetooth. That was part of the mission, and we studied all the mission description very well before the competition. So we knew almost every aspect, and if we didn't know anything, we went to the judge to ask additional questions. So I think it was part of our success that we are so thorough, and it's part of the project manager's job, so it's mostly his success.
Yeah, we have a lot of trouble in the autonomous mission, so we cannot move from the site, so we decide to skip the whole part of the mission, and we only do Bluetooth subtasks. So that's the all.
We still scored pretty well, so we are happy with that.
You did your homework well, and you learned like your way through it.
Yes,
we can say. Yeah, that's like good strategy. And actually, Are you excited about the prize? Because these two awards has different prizes.
Yeah, actually we can't come to any of the excursions because we are leaving Istanbul on Wednesday at noon, so we have to pack the rover. We wanted to do some sightseeing while we're here because, well, we are in one of the most beautiful cities in the world and it would be a shame to not see anything.
Yeah.
So we had to skip it, unfortunately, and otherwise we have we had to tell our university where we will be and what dates we will be there. So we can't really go outside the things we wrote. So we had to skip the awards, especially that we didn't know what the awards would be at first.
Next year, would you like to join Anatolian Rover Challenge again?
Yeah, I think yes. It was a great experience, and I think it is worth to take a part of the competition in next year.
What do you want to improve in terms of your rover and in terms of your team for the next year's competition?
We plan to build a new rover, but we are not sure about it yet. We have to see how the finances are going, because it's quite an expensive thing. You probably know. Otherwise, we think about changing the antenna to have a better signal, because it was the reason of most of our problems in here. We could have had much better points if not for the signal and the GPS. So I think mostly working on our communication.
May I ask, why are you building a new rover? Because your rover is like, it's the winner.
Yeah, but if something works, it doesn't mean you can improve that. So we try to always improve. We try to be better and better. Also, we see things that we can improve. So why not? If we have time, if we have people who are willing to put the time and put their skills into this, then we are happy to do that.
As a winner of this challenge, of this whole competition, do you think your rover can take a part in like a real space-going rovers, like your rover's unique things? Do you think they can be used for a real mission one day, or like you can pave the way for the rovers that maybe NASA is doing, maybe your country is doing? What's the future of Scorpio in terms of this?
It's actually too light and it has too weak signal to do any real work in terms of space. However, it would be useful in, for example, mining systems or anything connected to doing something apart, like doing it with a robot, because our robotic arm is pretty good right now. It's one of the best things on our rover. I don't know really what's the future of Scorpio. Probably next rovers being better and better, maybe some URCs and other competitions. We hope to win some more competitions next year and maybe start another project outside of Project Scorpio, because it's our students association off-road, and then after that we have Project Scorpio. So it's just one of the projects we do.
Oh, I understand. And are you bummed that you couldn't win the Challenge to Shine Robotic Arm award?
Maybe a little.
Were you expecting to win that?
We weren't expecting anything, to be honest, from the Challenge to Shine, because it was, as I said, an improvisation, to be honest. However, when the judge said that it was very close with someone else, we were quite hopeful, because it's actually pretty good. We know that the Czech Republic has a great robotic arm, but we are very close by, I think. So we're hoping, but it's still a very good score for us. Very good result.
Was all like a general experience for you, and which part of the RIC was the best for you, which part was the worst? Like, we are ready to get some feedbacks from you. Can you tell us about this whole experience?
I think the worst part was the living for the boys, because they were very far from here. We didn't know that, so we didn't bring any car or anything to communicate through back and forth. So they had to walk, for example, 30 minutes one way. So I think that was one of the worst parts, and the other was the signal. And I think most of the teams had troubles with signal here, because there weren't any assigned channels. Everyone was in each other's way, so it was quite chaotic. And there were even team members going from tent to tent, asking to turn off the router or turn off their rovers so that they can compete. Otherwise, I think it was a great experience because there were very well-prepared yards, very well-prepared missions with some backstory to it, because otherwise other challenges don't really have backstory. It's just to go to the place, do that, do this. And here we have, save some astronauts or find something after the crash. So it's very different for us.
Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to add, like in general, because my question is over at this point?
We covered almost everything, I think.
I agree. Thank you so much for giving us this time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next year.
We hope to see you too. We have to qualify, so that's the first step next year.